here are essentially the 5 steps you need to be taking in order to prepare and register for the fair. So obviously we'll start with actually registering for the fair. So if you haven't done that already, it's on GoldPass powered by Handshake. So that's our job and internship board. And that'll just be a one-click thing to do. So that takes almost no time. The next thing we would recommend is updating your profile and setting that to community. That way, if you are interested in maybe group sessions, some one-on-one, you'll be able to kind of have a smooth transition with being able to access and employers being able to maybe view your profile, look at your resume and things like that. So that'll really help you out. And again, I'll demo those things. From there, this is very different from if you've been to maybe an in-person career fair in the past. So yeah, instead of going to the event, finding the employers there, possibly kind of waiting in lines, this is a very different environment. And so you'll have a chance to sign up for either one-on-one meetings or group sessions. So either one-on-one meetings that are 10 minutes at most, or group sessions that have like a half-hour time frame. So very different from traditional fairs in the past, and hopefully convenient, where there won't be any waiting in line. You'll just be able to sign up and kind of know what your day looks like, and you can pack as much in there as you possibly can to having some maybe targeted select few conversations for some one-on-one networking. So whether you're exploring options or really want to talk to individual companies, those are kind of the 2 ways you'll take advantage of the fair. Another one, number 4 here, this is optional, but I'd highly recommend that you upload your resume. So this will just make it easier for employers to see those documents, and that'll also be help you kind of mirror maybe a traditional fair as well, where you're able to, instead of physically handing it over to them, it'll be right there on your profile and be able to be much more easily accessible. And again, all the more reason we want you to set your standards to your profile to community. Last, but probably the most important one, number 5 on here, is this is, I think, when people are taking this step, really have a much more positive, productive fair experience is when they are actually researching the employers that are in attendance. So seeing, obviously if like, hey, Land O'Lakes is at the fair, I can see, Target's at the retail fair on Tuesday, just knowing who's there. And more importantly, what are the jobs and internships they're actively recruiting for? That will really help you connect the dots between what you're interested in, what you're possibly pursuing, also comparing that to what's out there in the marketplace and being able to have much more meaningful, less surface level conversations when you have a little bit of an understanding of what's going on there and how can I interact again with that fair successfully. So I say those are kind of the 5 most important steps.